Previously, you have learned about the extreme values of the function f of x1. Now, I want to maximize this function, whatever we have given that f of x1, with this some constraint. This is our constraint, say g of xy is equal to 0. Here, the dotted line is nothing but level surface. So, these are the level surface. Our target is what? We need to maximize this function with the presence of this one. But when I consider its projection, so it is look like this one, whatever we can observe that. That means we need to consider gradient of each point here, and also we need to consider gradient of this line. And whenever they intersect, and that point we can say that both have the same tangent. Point we can determine its normal line. But initially, whenever we see the g of xy, so its gradient is also you can determine. These are the gradient. But its normal look like this way. So again, if I consider f of xy, so gradient also you can determine, that is the grade f. But when I consider is its normal, so normal will be in this direction. So what we can say, both surface f of xy and g of xy both have the same direction. That means both are the parallel. We can say grade f is parallel to grade z. But we know that whenever we have the two vector and both vectors are parallel, so what we can say that one vector is a scalar multiple of the another, and that is meant by the two vectors are the parallel. The same concept we are going to follow here. So grade f is equal lambda times grade z. Whenever both the level surface and this intersect at that point, and that point will be what? Exactly maximum or a minimum. This one point also you can observe that, this one and this one. Also you can observe that this one. So among all these, whatever we have the maximum value of this function, that will maximum value of the function. And similarly, whatever it will be the smallest one, that will be the smallest value. And that is known as the minimum value of this function. So conclusion says, whenever you need to consider surface is there, and suppose you want to maximize this surface and the presence of the constraint, that also you can determine. But that method is known as the Lagrange multiplier method. The lambda is known as the Lagrange multiplier. So let us understand this method. Whenever you see grade f is equal lambda into grade z, but grade f is what? Suppose that f is given by two function of two variables. So what we can say, del f by del x comma del f by del y, because grade f delta is nothing but operator del by del xi plus del by del yz. So same argument we can apply here, del z by del x and del z by del y. But from this, what we can say, del f by del x minus, if I take this one on the left hand side, so what I can say, lambda into del z by del x. And another is what? Del f by del y minus lambda times del z by del y is equal, that is 0. What we have assumed that this is on the left hand side, and we will get this one. But if I call this is as a capital del f, because this is the partial derivative with respect to x, I call del f by del x, and this is del f by del y. For our simplicity, I will assume that capital F is equal small f minus lambda into z, or you can say plus, or instead of that you can assume that the minus. So let us consider for our simplicity, whenever you have given that the g of xy is equal c, so what you can assume that g of xy minus c is equal 0. So in that case, our formula becomes f plus or minus lambda times g of xy minus c. And that is known as Lagrange's equation. And after that, we will find its partial derivative with respect to x and y. But after that, we will take equal to 0. and after that we can determine the lambda x and y, and whenever it is required, so we will use this one. So let us understand whatever I just said. So Lagrange multiplier solved constraint maximization problem, and that is, it is a technique to find the maximum or minimum value of the function subject to the some constraint. That means f of xy is given, and with the subject to condition whatever you have, g of xy is equal c, and still you can find a maximum and minimum of this function, but in the presence of this g of xy is equal c. So like finding the highest point, or in other words you can understand like finding the highest point on the mountain with respect to subject to the condition, the fact you can only walk along the trail, and that is a real life problem, and that type of problem you will be able to solve using this Lagrange multiplier method. So let us understand extreme value of the constant variable. Sometimes we have to find the extreme value of the function of 3 or more variables, say f of x, y, z, which are not independent but are connected some reason, say g of x, y, z is equal 0. So this is our condition. Still, we need to find the extreme value of the f of x, y in such a situation, and that is called as the constrained extreme value. In such situation, we use g of x, y, z is equal 0, and whenever it is required, we will eliminate one of them variable. But I call it, say, z from the given function, and then converting the function as a function of only two variables, and then find the extreme value of the function f of x, y, z. And that procedure we are going to follow. So for that, u is equal given, this is the constraint. What you need to consider, first step, Lagrange equation is there. Capital F is equal small f plus lambda times g minus c, where lambda is the Lagrange multiplier. And for the second step, we will follow the partial derivative with respect to x, and then we will equate to 0. And after that, we can find the values of lambda, and whenever it is required, we will use the function f of xyz, g of xyz, and using this one, what we can determine its values of x, y, and z, and after that we will put in this one, and we can determine the values of the lambda, and lambda is known as the Lagrange multiplier, and a corresponding value of the function f of x, y, z, maximum and minimum value. Sometimes we need to determine its shortest distance from the one particular point to the given surface, that also you can determine. So here let us understand first question, the temperature T is given by. So your temperature T is given by, we need to consider highest temperature on the surface. So on the surface, that is our constraint. So your T is equal, that is a given function, and this is our constraint. So we need to consider Lagrange equation, capital F is equal T plus lambda times g of x, y, z minus c. But whenever you put T and g, so we will, after that we will do the partial derivative with respect to x, and to get the critical points, say, so we need to consider equal to 0. So 400 yz square plus lambda times 2x is equal 0. And from this we make lambda as a subject, so we will get equation number 1. Del f over del y is equal 0, so we get the lambda is equal this one, and similar for this one, and we get the lambda. But we know that from 1, 2 and 3, what we can say from the 1 and 2? From 1 and 2 we can write this one, so minus 200 will be eliminated, z square will be eliminated, so just take the cross product, so you will get x y square, so just keep in mind. From the 2 and 3 we will get this one, but whenever you just simplify, so you will get x also get cancelled out, and when you take the cross product, so you will get the z square is equal to y square. But we have this constraint is there whenever it is, because we want to determine the point on this surface, but which is the surface? Unit radius sphere, and therefore we need to consider x square plus y square plus z square is equal 1, but we have x square is equal y square and z square is equal this one. That means we try to convert this equation in the one variable. So x square is equal y square, and y square is there, and z square is equal 2 times y square. But when we simplify, so we will get y square is equal 1 by 4. But y square is equal 4. So what we are going to get, x square is equal also, that is 1 by 4. But when we put here x and y, so what we are going to get, plus or minus 1 by 2, and y is equal also plus or minus 1 by 2, and z square, but y square is equal, that is the 1 by 4. So z square will be the 1 divided by 2, but when we write z is equal, so plus or minus 1 divided by under root 2 is there. So we get the 2 points, x, y, z is equal, all are positive and another are the negative. So the maximum temperature that we want to determine. So what we are going to consider, t is equal whatever we have. I think so this is the given function x, y, z square. But when I put here x is equal, that is the 1 by 2, y is equal 1 by 2, and z is equal 1 divided by under root 2. And whether if I put plus and minus, so always I will get the here, that is the 50 unit. So maximum temperature will be what, that is the 50, or same question can be asked as a pressure. So highest pressure also you can determine using the same argument. Let us understand one more question. We need to consider a rectangular box open at the top is having the volume 32 cubic units. Find the dimension of the box requiring less material. If I consider this one, so this is what exactly our open box. Top is open. This is the rectangular box. Open at top, this is open, that you can see. And these are what, that is the close. But this box contains 32 cubic units. That is we want. That volume, that is we need. But I need to construct this one side, this one, this one, this one, and whatever we have. So I want to determine x, y, and this is z. So z, x, y, and z dimension, how we can determine. So for that, suppose I want to consider, that means we need to consider the surface area. So if I say x is there, this is y is there, and this is the z. So x is there and this is y. So what I can talk about the bottom. So this the bottom will be the only x and y. So using this we can determine the x, y. But top is open. So our question says that our surface area of the open rectangular box is, that is the only x, y. Then this one side is there. This is the same as this one side. That means whatever I just consider area of this one, this is x and this is z. So this area will be what, xz. This is same as this side. So we have 2 times xz. But what about this one side? This is y and this is z. So we can say y into z. This is the yz surface and this is the same. So we can say 2 times the yz surface. So what we have derived, the surface area is that. So that our volume must be that is the 32. So which one is the function and which one is our constraint? We need to determine the maximum volume, that is the 32, and that will be the what, our constraint. And function is what, whatever we have the dimension, and based on the dimension whatever we have written at the surface area. So how many dimension should be there, so that its volume should be that is the 32, and that is our target. So here you can assume that the volume is nothing but 32 cubic unit and xyz is equal 32. So surface area of the open rectangular box will be this one. And for the Lagrange equation, we are going to consider f is equal small capital S plus lambda times v minus a. So S is there, also you can replace it, and whenever you see del f by del x is equal 0, that means we need to consider partial derivative of this one with respect to x, and from this we can say lambda is equal something. Now you do partial derivative with respect to y, so x is there and 2z is there, and your lambda times we do partial derivative with respect to y, so xz is a constant and this is a constant, so it will be the 0. And I just want to make lambda as a subject, so I will get minus x plus 2z divided by x into z. and same for del f by del z also you can determine. So from 1 and 2 first we compare with this one, and after that we compare this one. So from 1 and 2 we will get z will be eliminated, and after simplifying then we take the cross product. When we take the cross product, so xy plus 2zx is equal xy plus 2yz, and xy is also eliminated and y 2z is also going to be cancelled out. So we will get x is equal y. From the second and third equation, we can observe that x is cancelled out when just take a cross product, and you can say these are going to be cancelled out, and we are going to get y is equal, that is the 2z, because x will be the eliminate. And so our conclusion says x is equal, y is equal, this is 2z. So we get this one. But now what we are going to consider, our volume, our main target, our volume should be the maintained, that is the 32 cubic. So x, y is equal z, x is equal, that is the 2z, y is equal to z, and z is z. So from this we get the z is equal to. So x will be the 4, because we have x is equal, that is 2z, y is equal to z, and z is equal z. That is already we have considered. So what we can say, z is equal to, so our x will be the 4, and same for y is equal to 4. Also you can say that x, y, and z, that is a dimension 4, 4, 2, and when you take its volume, so 4 into 4, that is 16, 16 to the, that is 32, and that is we want. So this is our final answer. Dimension is 4, 4, 2. Let us consider another question. Find the shortest and longest distance from the point 1, 2, minus 1 to the sphere. Here we need to find shortest and longest distance from the point 1, 2, minus 1 to the sphere. So we have to assume that any arbitrary point on the sphere, and after that we will consider the distance from the specified point, whatever we have, the 1, 2, minus 1, and after that what we can say, distance between this also you can determine using x minus 1 square plus y minus 2 square plus z minus plus 1 square. But when I take it's a d square, and that is going to be x minus 1 square plus y minus 2 square plus z plus 1 square, and that is going to be function f of xy, and that is we are going to consider. So let us look at the first. XYZ is any point having the shortest and longest distance from this one point. So our f is equal, d square is equal this, whatever we have assumed, and therefore the Lagrange equation, this is the Lagrange equation. So just put here, this is the f and this is the g. G is our on the, whatever we have on the, that will be our constant. So x square plus y square plus z square minus 24. But when we determined fx is equal 0, fy is equal 0, fz is equal 0, and when we make lambda as a subject, so we will get the equation number 1 and 2. From this we will get the after simplifying x is equal y by 2, and after this one you will get, after simplifying, when you take its cross product, so this is going to be cancelled out, and you can observe that z is equal minus y by 2. But we are trying to find out the point on the spheres. That means whatever we are going to assuming, it should be satisfied sphere. So therefore x square is equal, that is the y square divided by 4, because x is equal y by 2, that is we have. Y square is there, z is equal, that is minus y by 2, but we have to take it square. So we get y square by 4, and that is equal to 24. But whenever you simplify, so y is equal plus or minus 4 and x is equal plus or minus 2, and we will keep in mind that whenever we do x is equal, z is equal minus y by 2. So whenever we put here y is equal, that is plus or minus, so I just put plus and minus 4 divided by 2. So minus plus, and that is going to be minus. Minus into minus, that is plus, and 2 will be cancelled out, so we will get minus plus, and therefore it is written here. So our point will be, whenever I assume that x positive, x is equal, that is we have y by 2. I think so. X is equal y by 2. So whenever I take y is equal, that is for only quantity, so x will be the 2. Y is 2, so x will be the 2. And again, we can observe that it will be the minus. And when I take y is equal minus 1, so minus 4 divided by 2, that is the minus 2, so x coordinate is minus 2. And here it will be, when I take here z is equal, that is the minus 4, so minus minus plus, 4 divided by 2, so it will be the 2 positive. So we have this 2 point. But we need to determine the distance. So this is xyz, this is the given point. So we need to replace this is minus 2, minus 4 and 2. So first we have concentrated on this one and we determined that is 3 under root 6, and after that we determined another, and this is the our under root 6. So from this it is clear that this is the bigger one than this one. So it should be the shortest distance and this is the longest distance, and that is we want to find that. I hope that you have understood that how we can find maximum and minimum value of the function when the constraints are given. Thank you.